Hi again, everybody. I'm at Warrandyte Primary School in the most beautiful art room you have ever seen. And there's lots of beautiful artworks behind me, but I just happened to be reading this book, The Day the Crayons Quit. And if you've ever read that book before, you're in for a treat because I'm about to read you the sequel to that book. It's called The Day the Crayons Came Home. I wonder what's going to happen. And after you listen to the book, be sure to stick around because I'm going to show you how to make your very own crayon person. Have fun. The Day the Crayons Came Home by Oliver Jeffers. One day, Duncan and his crayons were happily colouring together when a strange stack of postcards arrived for him in the mail.
Dear Duncan, not sure if you remember me. My name's Maroon Crayon. You only coloured with me once to draw a scab, but whatever. Anyway, you lost me 2 years ago in the couch, and then your dad sat on me and broke me in half. I never would have survived had Paperclip not nursed me back to health. And I'm finally better, so come and get me. And can Paperclip come too? He's really holding me together. Sincerely, your Maroon Crayon. Maroon Crayon.
Dear Duncan, no one likes peas. No one even likes the colour pea green. So I'm changing my name and running away to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban, the Magnificent. Crayon formerly known as pea green. G'day, Duncan. It's me, Neon Red Crayon. Remember that great holiday we had with your family? Remember how we laughed when we drew a picture of your dad's sunburn? Remember dropping me by the hotel pool when you left? Well, clearly you do not, because I'm still here. How could you miss me? Anyway, after 8 months of waiting for you to come and get me, I guess I'm walking back from your left-behind friend, Neon Red Crayon. Oh my goodness, Duncan, it's us, yellow and orange. We know we used to argue over which of us was the colour of the sun. But guess what? Neither of us wants to be the colour of the sun anymore. Not since we were left outside and the sun melted us. Together. You know, the real colour of the sun? It's hot. That's what. We're sorry for arguing. Can you make green the colour of the sun? For all we care, just bring us home. You're not so sunny friends, yellow and orange. Hey, Duncan. I'm sure you don't recognise me after the horrors I've been through. I think I was tan crayon? Or maybe burnt sienna? I don't know, I can't tell anymore. Have you ever been eaten by a dog and puked up on the living room rug? Because I have. I have been eaten by a dog and puked up on the rug, Duncan. And it's not pretty. Not pretty at all. I'm more carpet fuzz than crayon now. Can you believe that? Please, bring me back. Your indigestible friend, tan. Or possibly burnt sienna, crayon. Dearest Duncan, could you please open the front door? I still need to see the world. Sincerely, Esteban, the Magnificent. Psst! Hey, Duncan! Remember last Halloween? We told your little brother there was a ghost under the basement stairs? And then we drew that scary stuff on the wall? Yeah, sure, that was funny when he ran away screaming, right? But it wasn't so funny when you forgot to take me out of the basement. Please, come and get me. I'm kind of terribly horrified. From your scared friend, glow-in-the-dark crayon. Oh, g'day, Duncan. Looks like I'm almost home. Been through China, Canada and France, I think. Just crossing Newcastle by camel now. You know, Newcastle has giant pyramids, right? We'll see you soon, Neon Red Crayon. P.S. Next stop, the North Pole, I think. Duncan, does page 8 of Pirate Island ring a bell? Kind of a big payday for Captain Greenbeard there, don't you think? And no bronze or silver in that pile? Huh? I told you to make me blunt if you coloured each coin individually. But would you listen? No. I also told you those stupid crayon sharpeners never work. Did you listen to that? Also, no. Now I can't colour anything at all. Your pointless friend, Gold Crayon. Dear Duncan, I've seen the world. It's rainy. I'm coming back. Esteban the Magnificent. Hi, Duncan. You're probably wondering why my head is stuck to your sock. A question I ask myself every day. Well, it's because last week you left me in your pocket and I ended up in the dryer. I landed on your sock and now he's stuck to my head. Can you please come and get me? Also, why does everything you wear still smell even after it's washed? You're stinky, socky, stucky on my head, buddy. Turquoise crayon. P.S. Sock says hi. Dear Mr. Duncan, I know I'm not like your crayon. I know I belong to your baby brother, but I just can't take him anymore. In the last week alone, he's bitten the top of my head, put me up the cat's nose, drawn on the wall, and tried to colour rubbish with me. The worst part is, he is a terrible artist. I can't tell what his drawings are. Are they donkeys or monkeys or donkey monkeys? Because I said like every child is an artist, but I don't know. I don't think he met your brother. Please rescue me, your desperate friend, Big Chunky Toddler Crayon. Duncan! Hey, greetings from the Amazon rainforest. Making great time. I think I'm almost home. Neon red crayon. Hello, Duncan. It's me, Brown Crayon. And you know exactly why I ran away, buddy. Everyone thinks I get all the great colouring in jobs. Chocolate, puppies, ponies. Well, lucky me, right? But they don't know what else you used me to colour, do they? I didn't think so. The rest of that drawing was great, but did it really need that final brown scribble? I'll come back, but please, let's stick to chocolate, okay? Your very embarrassed friend, Brown Crayon.
Duncan was sad to learn of all the crayons he'd lost, forgotten, broken, or neglected over the years. So he ran around gathering them up. But Duncan's crayons were all so damaged and differently shaped than they used to be that they no longer fitted in the crayon box. So Duncan had an idea. He built a place where each crayon would always feel at home.
There's no dogs down there, are there? Oh, you flatter me, but no, it's not real chocolate. This one is like from my blue period. But it's not really blue, more lilac. Oh my gosh, I think that door is for us. Oh no, I think everyone is welcome. I hope there's not a metal detector. Ooh, who are you wearing? Oh, I think he goes by Ted.
I'm Ted.
And then in Cleveland, I got to hike the Great Wall of China.
To make your own crayon, you will need a twisty crayon, some coloured paper, some wiggly eyes, a pair of scissors, and a glue stick. Okay, so I am going to use some coloured paper to make some hair and some arms and some clothes for my crayon. So at the moment I'm going to cut up his skinny arms, but the other piece I'm going to make some hair, and I'm going to do that by fringing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line across the bottom so I know where to stop cutting. And I'm going to fringe by making small cuts up to the line, and I'm going to cut all the way to the end. Now that I've done all my fringing, I am going to use this as my crayon's hair. So what we're going to do is get our crayon and I'm going to wrap around the fringing. So right now I'm going to test it first to see what I think, and then I'm going to add some glue to that part where I didn't cut any further. So remember I drew a line earlier. I'm going to glue along that line there along the base. Once we've got the glue along the baseline there, we're going to wrap the fringing around the crayon, and we need to hold on to it tight so that the glue has got time to set. Okay, so now it's time to add the wiggly eyes. So you could use a tiny little bit of PVA and dip those eyes in and stick them on that way, or you could, like me, use a glue stick and rub them on top of the glue and stick them on, or if all else fails, you could always put a bit of sticky tape on. Oh, our little crayon person is coming along. Right, the next step is to add some arms. So I'm going to bend my arms in a second to wrap it around a little bit, but I want a little bit of glue to stick it on first. So I'm going to stick that in the middle there and then put it on the crayon, and there you go. I'm going to wrap the arms around a little bit because I want it to stay on. So this is another time where we need to hold it on until the glue is set. All right, well, you know what I think our crayon person is missing? A face. So I'm using a permanent texture. I'm going to put a little smiley face on him, but my crayon is a little bit cheeky. So I'm going to put some cheeky looking eyebrows on there to make it look like he's up to no good. Look at his cheeky little face. Time for some clothes, I think. So I am going to cut some more of my paper, and you can use any colour you like, but I am going to wrap some paper around my crayon because do you know what I realised? He's only got one leg, not two. So I am going to wrap the paper around, and I'm wrapping it around first before I put the glue on, just to get the right shape. It could be a dress, it could be shorts, I don't know. So now I'm going to put my glue on. And again, this could be a bit tricky, so you need to hold that down while you're wrapping the paper on. If you are having trouble, a bit of sticky tape will get the job done too. We hope you had fun listening to the day the crayons came home and enjoy making your crayon person. I wonder what awesome pictures you could draw with them.